Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing here in the Hachseg's learning of the PELE YOETZ. Today is day number 22, Avas Ish Ve'isha, the love of a husband and a wife. And we're continuing here in the perspective of the woman, the wife to her husband. V'yesh nashim chasreis mada. There are certain women that are lacking the understanding of the situation in front of them and how to deal with it properly. They make arguments with their husbands on the necessities of the house, maybe that he does not bring home. Says the PELE YOETZ, what a great shtus, what a great foolishness this woman is doing. Let me explain to you, he writes, it's twofold, so to speak. If the husband is a poor man and he doesn't have the means, you should know for this man, a man prides himself in being able to have the money to be mefarnes, to take care of his family, and he doesn't have it. He's just an eino mutzlach, perhaps doesn't have success in business dealings. How do you think he feels? He feels good about himself? No. It's enough that he's in tsar, that he's in anguish. V'dacha, and he's being pushed, ubashta, and he's embarrassed. Chlimasa, shame that he has to go through. He can't make a living and support his family properly. Shemizbayish legalis leishta, he's embarrassed to even reveal to his wife. Shein yodam maseges, I don't have the abilities to be mefarnes, to take care of you. I can't pay for the new clothes that you want. I can't put the best drinks and the best food on the table. I'm having a hard time figuring out what we're going to do this summertime now is coming and we need a vacation. Where am I going to get the money from? He's embarrassed to come and tell this to his wife. So what should she do? Should she make him feel bad now? Chas v'shalom, don't fight with him about these things. Rather, a woman must be a bala seicha. She has to use her brains. Don't add pain and anguish onto his pain that he has already. On the other hand, she should console him and comfort him with the sweet words coming out of her mouth. She should tell him like this: don't worry about the fact that we're lacking money. Hashem will never leave us abandoned for good. Days will come when we will have what we want. We'll be satisfied with bread and we'll have so much good stuff. Or she says, forget about this world. I'm fine. I don't need anything in this world. What I want is the table that will be filled in the world to come. And with your Yirah Shemayim and your Limud HaTorah and our Midas and our Amun and our Bitachon at these moments in our life, that's going to fill up our table in the world to come. Not every person merits two tables. A table that's filled of Gashmias in this world and a table filled of Schar and Ruchnias in the world to come. So not everyone's like that. I'm fine, she tells her husband. And you don't have to worry about it. I'm not upset. I'm looking forward to the great wealth and the riches that we're going to have in the world to come. This world, it's hevel, it's emptiness and rik, it's nothing. Come, my dear husband, she says, come and eat your bread b'simcha. A person can live only by bread. I don't need chicken, I don't need steak, I don't need desserts, I don't need pizza, I don't need to go out to a restaurant. I'm fine. A little bit of bread, a little bit of water. You can live off of that and I'm happy as long as we're living in peace and in harmony and we're not getting upset and yelling and screaming at each other. And I'm not getting mad with you and you don't lash back at me. And there's Torah and there's mitzvahs and all the good things and there's simcha in the house. That's all that matters. I don't need anything else. My Rabbi Rav Feldman Shlita tells over a Maisa that he had a friend in Eretz Yisrael, very, very poor, exceedingly poor, barely had money to put food on the table. He said, however, every time that he was walking down the street and he would pass like a hefker type of a piece of land, an ownerless field, an ownerless garden, something like that, an ownerless field or a dirt place, and he would see a flower that was there. So it's ownerless, so he's allowed to take it. He would pluck that flower and he would bring it back to his wife. And he would say, I was walking home and I saw this beautiful flower and I was thinking of you. Here. It wasn't a dozen roses that cost $69 from the florist. It wasn't this massive bouquet to sit on the centerpiece of the table. It was one measly little flower that he plucked out of the ground that belonged to nobody else, because that's all that he could afford. But he would give it to his wife with such love, such endearment, such honor and respect. He said they had no money even to put food on the table, but they had a house that was filled of joy and simcha and ava. And that's what he's saying over here. If this wife can convince her husband, don't worry about this world. It's not about the car that I drive. It's not about the mahogany table that I have in my dining room. It's not about the vacations we're going to go in the summertime, because every magazine has to have all the kosher destinations, Costa Rica and the Greek islands and somewhere in Florida and somewhere in Switzerland and somewhere in Aruba. We can't go. We'll survive if we don't go this summer. But one thing that we do know is that in this world we might not have much, but if we hold on to our midos and our emunah and our bitachon and the love that we have for one another, and we don't fight and we don't argue and we don't get upset about these things, then certainly in that zechus, not to mention all of your Torah and all of your mitzvahs and everything that we try to do for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, there'll be a great table that is waiting for us in the world to come. She should speak words like this, gracefully and with chesed, with kindness, until he is happy. And he will give praise and gratitude and thankfulness for his portion in this world. The wonderful reward, the present, the gift that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has allowed to fall into his chelik, his portion, this wonderful wife, this Eishes Chayil, who makes him feel good even if he doesn't feel so great about his own situation. She tells him not to worry. Everything is going to be good. In this world, it's good already. In the world to come, it's going to be even better. I don't need all those things. I'm happy with you. As long as I have you, that's all that matters to me. So he's so grateful to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Thank you, Hashem, that you gave me such a wife that is a treasure min hashamayim. All the best.